Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this month's full moon reading. So today or tonight it is a full moon in Leo and we are going to be doing a pick a card reading today, and we're going to be having a look at what is preventing you from being your true authentic self. So I have cleansed my area. In fact, I've still got a little bit of white sage burning, which you might be able to see on the screen. So I'm just going to light my wax melt here. So I've got a full moon wax melt here. I'm actually using some leftovers from last month. So I'm just going to light this one. And then I can tell you a little bit more about the fragrances and the scents. There we go. That one there. Just got a little bit of leftovers. It smells absolutely beautiful. Let me just pop that to one side. So this is the wax melt that I'm burning for today's tarot reading, the Pick a Card tarot reading. So it's the full moon. It's from the Moon Magic collection. And in this particular scent, we've got armoise, incense and musks. So it's particularly good for the time of the full moon, exactly where we are today. I've literally just had a peek downstairs because I'm lucky enough to get the full moon in my garden every single month. So I wanted to literally do this at the time of the full moon in the UK, and it is now that I can actually see the full moon rising up over some of the houses that we can see in our garden. So I've nipped upstairs to do this reading for you, my lovelies. So this month the full moon is in beautiful and magnificent and courageous and brave Leo. Such a beautiful, beautiful sign. And this particular energy around at the moment is to really allow us to roar, if you like, of our inner wisdom and our inner lioness, roar loud and unapologetically, and to shine our beautiful lights. So what I want to have a look at this month is what is blocking you from being your true authentic self. So Leo likes you to be your true authentic self, to shine your light in the world. So full moons are all about releasing what no longer serves us. So therefore we will be taking a look at what is blocking you from being your true authentic self. So I'm using a variety of oracle cards and tarot cards. I've been drawn to these beautiful cards. I'll pop a link to all of the cards that I use down in the description box, along with the wax melt and my beautiful moon selenite here. I love this one here. So let's pick 3 cards together, my lovelies. So I'm going to be using these cards too. These are what I'm really drawn towards. To guide us in, if you like. So we're looking for 3 cards. See the first one. Let's see the second one. Just looking for one more now. Ooh. Okay, we'll go for this one. Excellent. Wonderful. So I'll just pop them over here. So these will guide you in, so you can pick a reading, 1, 2 or 3, or maybe more than one reading, or 3. It depends. Let your intuition guide you. If you like to pick with crystals, let me grab these for you, my lovelies. So here we go. Let me just pop them here for you. You can see me do this. I won't need to pause the video. Here we go. I've got them already. I was drawn to these. So for reading number 1, we have blue goldstone. Such a beautiful crystal, matches my nail colour. So this is what your crystal looks like. That's blue goldstone. For reading number 2, we have amazonite, and this is what your crystal looks like. Again, another beautiful crystal. And for reading number 3, we've got opalite. And this is what your crystal looks like. Hopefully you can see okay with the light. I do have some artificial light going because the light has dropped now. There we go. So you've got reading number 1, blue goldstone, reading number 2 with amazonite, and reading number 3 with opalite. Okay, my lovely, so now we have your crystals. Let's take a look at your cards. So for reading number 1, we have Seeing Beyond, number 36, and that's with blue goldstone crystal. Interesting card. For reading number 2, we have Birds of a Feather. Beautiful card, and that is number 25, and that is with amazonite. And finally, for reading number 3, we have Exposed and Revealed. And that's card number 21, and that is with opalite. So these are here to guide you into your readings, my lovelies. You may be drawn to one reading here, you may be drawn to 2, or you may be drawn to all 3, and that is absolutely fine. Just allow the magic that is your intuition to guide you to one or more of these readings today. And if you would like to watch how I prepare the piles for each one of these readings, I will do that next, and you're welcome to join me. I think that's always good to see, but it's personal preference. And I will pop the timestamps of each reading in the description box below, so you can just jump straight to your reading that you have chosen, or readings that you have chosen. So look out for those. So, my lovelies, these are your cards. I'm really looking forward to doing this reading for you on this beautiful Leo full moon tonight. So, I will see you in your reading. Hey, my lovelies. Welcome so much to the pile preparation. I love doing this. And I love doing this on camera as well, so you can really see what does happen. I think that's really, really important. If you want to be a part of it, of course. If you don't, you can just go straight to your reading, and all of the timestamps of each reading are in the description box below. So I'm just moving these cards up a little bit so we have a little bit more room here, so we can then prepare for the rest of our cards. So we've got our first cards here. So now we're going to select a goddess for each of the piles as well. So we're going to set our intention. So please, would you kindly please let us know what is blocking us from being our true, authentic self? So we're looking at that today. It's the blocks that are preventing from being a true, authentic self. Woo. There's the second one, and one more, please. There we go, I see. There's more than one. I'll just take this top one here. Wonderful. Okay, so I really wanted to use one of the Moonology decks today, given that it's for the full moon in Leo. So we're looking at what blocks are preventing from being our gorgeous watcher's true, authentic self. So what's in the way from being a true, authentic self, please? There we go. Oh, there's more than one here, so actually we'll have 1, 2, and one more. See this one here. So I can still smell the sage, which has stopped burning now. But also I can start to smell that beautiful wax melt at this moment as well. It's so lovely, so calming for the full moon, for releasing the things that no longer serve us. So again, I'm going to ask our angels here. So what are the blocks that are preventing from being true and authentic to these piles selves, please. My gorgeous, gorgeous angels. Do you see this one? And I see this one. See this one. Excellent. So we're going to move on to our tarot decks now. We're going to be using 4 tarot decks today. So obviously this is astrology related, so I really wanted to use the moon and the stars tarot. So we're going to be having a couple of these for each pile of each of the tarot. So again, we're setting our intention. So what are the blocks for our readers, please, that's preventing them from being their true, authentic selves? And when I say readers, I mean watchers, and I can see all 3. Well, 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. We'll have one more for each pile, please. Blocking our beautiful audience from being their true, authentic selves. 1, 2, 3. Great, thank you. Using this tarot deck next, so this is the light seers. Let me just tidy the piles up a little bit here. So again, we'll have another 2 for each pile, please. We can find out what is blocking our wonderful watchers here from being their true, authentic selves. And once you know this, then you know you can release these blocks so that you're free to be your true self and who you want to be. Okay. Wonderful. They definitely wanted to jump out those cards. Felt those quite strongly. Okay, good. So we're using the Mermaid Tarot now. Again, like I say, I'll put all of the cards that I've used today in the description box. These are my newest cards. I've loved these cards for ages. So, what blocks are in the way of our audience being their true, authentic selves, please? I love it when they jump out like that. And we have one more deck, my lovelies, that we will be using today. And this is our, oops, sorry mermaids. This is our wonderful Accurate AF Tarot. It's a circular. I quite like the circular ones. Just a little bit different. It's just nice. Okay. So, again, the same intention is what is blocking our audience from being their true, authentic selves. I am really feeling this one here. This one. Thank you. Keep going. I'm going to have 2 for each pile. I'm feeling now. Another 1 for each pile. So what is blocking our wonderful audience here from being their true, authentic selves? What's in their way, preventing them from being their true, authentic self? Oh, I'm really feeling that one. And I was feeling this one here. Okay. And one more, please. Wonderful. Okay, so those are our cards for our readings today, my lovelies. Let me just pop those back. Just going to tidy each pile up and pop our main card on the top, along with our crystal. I'm just going to leave here, ready for us for each reading. Feeling great energy, I must admit, from these cards today. I really am. I'm excited to see what is in your way of you being your true, authentic self. So once we know that we can do something about it, we can remove those blockages, if we choose to, of course. It's all down to a choice. Always our choice, always our free will. Sometimes we just don't know. We don't know why we can't achieve things, or attract things, or manifest things. Sometimes a little guidance is really helpful. So those are our 3 piles, my lovelies. Thank you for joining me for this part of the process, the preparation. Like I say, I like to do this on camera. I like for you to see how I put it all together. So thank you very much. I can feel the love, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, reading number 1. Welcome to your reading. So you have chosen the beautiful crystal of blue goldstone. Don't think you can really see it in this light. It looks like it's black, but it's blue and shiny. It just reminds me of the night sky. It's absolutely stunning, this crystal. And blue goldstone is the stone of luck and ambition. So we will have a look and see how that fits in with your reading. And I'll just pop that to one side for a second. And the card, the reading that you chose, so we've got Seeing Beyond here, number 36 here. In fact, the colours are very, very similar. You can see all these stars. Okay, so Seeing Beyond. So this is a beautiful energy. Can you see the star there? She's got stars around her, but she's also got a star over her eye there. Hopefully you can see that okay. Okay. I normally start talking as soon as I see these cards. I'm just going to pop that one there with the crystal underneath. That feels good there. Seeing Beyond could be, so in relation to what is preventing you from being your true authentic self, is, we'll wait for the rest of the cards, but the feeling that I'm getting, knowing the energy of this card as well, is seeing beyond the stories that you tell yourself day in and day out about the past, that are keeping you stuck. They're keeping you in a self-imposed prison, if you like. They're keeping you in a box, in a framework, however you would like to describe it. So you aren't able to see beyond that. So that could be potentially. But we will have a look at the rest of your cards before I go too much in. So these are your tarot cards. I will just pop them to one side here, and then we will look at these in a minute. So let's have a look first at your oracles. So let's have a look at your goddess. Wow, you have Kali. She is an incredible goddess. Liberation, number 26. And again, can you see the blue and the gold here? Wow, and the goldstone. Wow, okay, so these definitely go well together. Kali, again, actually asks you to liberate yourself from the chains of your past and the stories that you tell yourself with regards to that, whether these could be stories like, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve it, things that I'm wishing for happen for other people, but they don't happen for me. Those kind of stories. When I'm talking about stories, I'm talking about limiting beliefs. the things that are holding you back from becoming the person that you want to be, and for coming home to yourself and to be your true, authentic self. So I feel just from those two cards that you are, there are some stories here that you are telling yourself that are keeping you stuck. And these stories are preventing you from being your true, authentic self. It's almost like you're wearing a mask. I kind of want to say that, especially with all of this around here. Callie, sorry. That was very Devonshire of me then. And I'm also I'm wondering if you are becoming frustrated with, you're trying to manifest, you're trying to do these things, and these things aren't happening in a time frame that you would like. So I'm getting from here with the third eye as well, and the star in the eye is for you to trust in divine timing. We put our manifestations out at the time of the new moon. And then we start working towards those manifestations after the new moon to start the action straight away when it's a new moon. And as the moon then reaches the climax of the full moon, we surrender and we release all of those things that no longer serve us, so that we can then manifest our intentions that we set at the new moon. Now, sometimes things take longer than we would like to manifest, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to happen. And I'm just getting that feeling from these two cards as well. So to trust in divine timing and the universe, the magic of the universe, because the universe always does have your back. And I feel as though maybe a little bit of faith has been lost from that with regards to the luck and ambition side of things, manifestations, maybe seeing beyond, seeing a bigger picture. Maybe you could see a bigger picture. But let's have a look at the rest of your cards. So what are we... Wow, okay, it's a full moon in Leo, and we have surrendered to the divine. Thank you for confirming that. So that's amazing. I'm loving these colours as well. They're beautiful colours. So absolutely. So the full moon is when things reach a climax. It's when endings can happen, and the endings happen so that new beginnings can take form. And in that sense, that means that we can let go of the things that are no longer serving us. Things like old stories, old patterns of behaviour. You know, you may start working towards your dreams, and you may start self-sabotaging, as a prime example. And these cards, just these, are asking you to liberate yourself from those, to break free of all of that, and to break free of your past, and to surrender to the divine, because it is working for you, as well as you working towards what you would like to as well, but having that trust that the universe does have your back. Let's see what else we have. So 5 of Gabriel, a challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. Okay. Gabriel in this suit, I believe, is equivalent to, I think it's wands in traditional tarot. So normally 5s indicate some sort of challenge or conflict or change. So that's why, again, this is obviously picked up here, a challenge you can resolve, and absolutely you can. Maybe as well, you are feeling constricted by others. So others have expectations, or others are, and this doesn't have to be intentionally, but others are holding you back. Maybe that's it too. So for some of you, anyway, some of you, maybe you have others that could be holding you back from, you know, maybe they've got their own dreams, and you feel as though they may be more important than your own dreams, because, you know, you have a kind and beautiful heart. So maybe you're putting yourself last as well. So maybe that's holding you back as well. But I do feel here as well, it's especially the drama of others. So others, it doesn't have to be malicious. It doesn't have to be intentional. It reminds me of the crab in a bucket analogy. So if you put two crabs in a bucket, then and one tries to come out of the bucket, the other one will pull it back. And it kind of feels a little bit like that with this card. The good thing is change as well with fives in tarot. And the advice here, that have patience with yourself and those around you. And that patience I'm really feeling as well, is to have that patience. But I do feel definitely as though you are being held back. It is something from the past. And that's something in the past has created some limiting beliefs around what you think you can achieve with having the blue goldstone here. And that's keeping you keeping you from being true to yourself. So you may be wearing a mask, you may not be expressing yourself fully, you may be keeping yourself small, you may be hiding away a little bit, but I definitely feel as though there is some work to be done with regards to letting go some limiting beliefs. But let's have a look and see your tarot, my lovelies. So let's start here. So, okay, yeah, 9 of Swords. It's got 9 of Swords here with trauma. That makes sense. That's the past. So what I was just saying with regards to there's something that's happened in your past that then has generated some limiting beliefs. Here we go. So we've had an event here in the past which is has been traumatic for you, and as a result of that, you feel differently about yourself, and this has been blocking you from being true to yourself. You may have changed how you feel about yourself, and you may accept things now from others that you would never have accepted previously. You may not be enforcing your boundaries properly with others, putting yourself last, and as a result of that, you are losing that connection with yourself, and it's also having a detrimental effect on your self-worth. Excuse me, as I said that, I just felt my throat look up. So yeah, so I do think there's something here when it comes to self-worth, and you definitely need to liberate yourself from it, and you can liberate yourself from it. But let's see what else we have. 6 of Pentacles, kindness. I thought so. You have a kind and beautiful heart, my lovelies. And that may actually be taken advantage of, which will also hold you back from being your true self. We have the Devil, and that does also make sense. I am having a strong message here for you you need to work on your shadow. You need to work on these things that from your past that are holding you back. This will be deeply healing for you. Let's have a look at the rest of it. We've got the Page of Wands. This is beautiful energy here. Very infectious, very joyful, very enthusiastic, very creative. Beautiful energy, the Page of Wands. And I particularly like these from this deck. We have the Knight of Cups here. Okay, yeah, okay. We have the Page of Wands again. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I love this card. And on here says adaptation and elevation. And for our final card here, the Spirit of Rings, with productivity and endurance. Okay, let me put this together for you. I know I've already started with what I said, and these rest of these cards have also confirmed what I was saying. So let's put this together. You need to see beyond what happens to you. So it's very clear from these cards here that something has happened in your past, something that has been very traumatic for you has happened in your past, and that has been life-changing for you, in more of a negative way. Whatever has happened, I'm so sorry that it's happened for you. There are valuable lessons in what has happened for you. And I feel that once you are able to get to those lessons by working with your shadow self, so this is why the devil has shown up here, and also this one. And also I'm getting that from the Five of Gable as well, which is also very, it's Wands energy here. And see the Knight of Cups here. You see this particular one. So, so cups, we're looking at mainly emotions in this particular reading, I would say. So emotions, relationships, our feelings, that on that side is all of the cups. But can you see this knight is looking into this cup? And I feel that's what you need to do. You need to now look within. Look in the mirror. It's just come to my mind. You need to look in the mirror now. It's time for you to now work on yourself. So what I see, to answer the question, what I see in these cards here that is blocking you from being your true authentic self is that there has been here some trauma in your past. And this trauma changed your life. You have a beautiful heart, you are very kind, you are very caring, and you feel as though in some respect that has been taken advantage of. And because of that, you are stuck in your life where you are feeling as though maybe your strings are being pulled. Maybe your strings are being pulled by others. So I keep coming back to this, withdraw from the drama of others. So for some of you, you may be dealing with other people that are keeping you from fully expressing yourself. And I want to say that because my throat chakra locked up when I was talking just a moment ago. So you have other people who are trying to keep you, or you feel as though you have to play small because of other people, or you have to hide away in your shadow, or to hide away from things, not in your shadow, but hide away from things because of other people. Maybe they are working towards their dreams, because we've got blue goldstone here as well. So maybe they are working towards their dreams, and you are putting their dreams in front of your own, because you are feeling as though your self-worth has taken a bit of a dive, maybe your self-esteem as well, maybe your confidence as well has taken a dive because of what happened, because of these stories that you are telling yourself. Maybe you feel as though you're not good enough. Maybe you feel as though you don't deserve things. Because of what happens to you, you do not deserve things. Maybe you've lost trust. Maybe you could have been losing trust with yourself, but certainly to the greater good. Maybe you're having conversations with yourself as, why me? Why did that happen to me? And you're unable to trust now. You're unable to trust in the universe. Maybe you're unable to trust that the universe has your back, and that is holding you back. But I do see that there are some stories by which are keeping you chained to your past. And those stories need to be dealt with. You need to see beyond those stories, and you need to liberate yourself from them, because they are not true. Absolutely not true. What you are telling yourself is not true in the real world. It is not in the physical world. And in the energetic world, it is just not true. The good thing with the Nine of Swords, I would like to sort of say, is that this is coming to a completion, because we've got the full moon here as well. So that normally comes to a completion.
So maybe you have been working on yourself, but you keep going around and around in circles, which is why we have the Wheel of Fortune here. But what I would like to say, before I get to the rest of the cards, is, and I've mentioned it, is that I feel that your cards are saying here, and I see it in the cards, is that now is the time, if you would like to come and be your true authentic self, then it's time to work with your shadow self, with the devil showing up here. It's time to work on all of those stories, all of those limiting beliefs, all of those negative emotions that have been stored in your body, because they can manifest in a multitude of ways, from illness in the physical body, holding us back from who we want to be and achieving our dreams. And what I would like to say is that with the Wheel of Fortune being here as well, is that this is a turning point for you. So the good news is that you are coming to a turning point. And you can see the circle here as well with the Page of Wands and all of these circles of the Pentacles and the King of Spirit of Rings. Spirit of Rings, by the way, I should have mentioned it, is the Knight of Pentacles. And I do feel as though you, with Goldstone here as well, you do have those dreams and goals of things that you would like to achieve in your world, in your life. This is actually very good luck. It's a very fortunate crystal as well. So I'm liking this, and I'm liking that the Wheel of Fortune here has shown up, because it's a turning point. Things are turning around for you, but you must work on your shadow. I do feel as though the goals with your career, maybe you haven't been achieving things in your career. Maybe there are people around you who are preventing you from progressing in your career. Maybe that's it for some of you as well. This is a collective reading. So for some of you, it will be different things that are holding you back. So I'm trying to get all of the messages. Definitely the one thing here, like, have patience with yourself and others around you. Feel as though you need to take a step back. And you need to work on yourself. You need to work on the trauma. You need to work on your shadow self now. And the message here is that this is something that you can resolve. So we've got the Five of Gabriel here, and there are pieces of a puzzle here, and she's got a piece of a puzzle in her hand. So you have the pieces of the puzzle. You have everything within you that you need to become or come home to your true authentic self. But you must work on these things that are holding you back. Your beautiful heart, I'm getting a message here, is to continue forward with your beautiful heart, because and keep sharing with others. What we give out comes back, is coming through as well. So keep sharing with others. Keep your beautiful heart. Keep doing nice things for other people. Absolutely. Avoid letting what happened to you taint your beautiful heart. You have a gift. As you can see with this Page of Wands here, this is what I want to show you. This particular Page of Wands, you can see she's holding on to this big stick here, and on the end, look at this beautiful, it's almost like the sun, isn't it? The ball here, and she's holding on to it very lightly. She's being very, very careful with it, and I feel as though you have a gift inside of you that I'm being advised here that would be worthwhile exploring. And again, because of this blue Goldstone as well. But you must do the work within. I feel as though, as well, that once you have dealt with what needs dealing with, you are then able to tend to your gift. This also helps with intuition, blue Goldstone. So I'm wondering here if something is going to allow you here to harness that gift from within, that you are going to then be able to become very profitable with it. You know, we've got the spirit of rings here, productivity, endurance. You definitely have endurance because you've been trying to move forward, carrying all sorts of emotional baggage with you. But I do feel here with the cards that what is blocking you from being your true, authentic self is some trauma in the past that then has generated certain thoughts, certain feelings around that aren't true of yourself whatsoever. You may have lost some trust, maybe with yourself, maybe with the universe here, and you're keeping yourself hidden away, your true self. You're keeping your true self hidden away. That's it. You're keeping your true self hidden away. Look at this beautiful light that you have. This is your light, and it's coming time now where you need to shine your light for other people. It's time to take a good look into the mirror now. Work on your shadow self. Release all of these things so that you can feel that enthusiasm, that joy, that kind of real young, youthful energy here. And once you do that, the universe is going to absolutely deliver on what you would like. That is what I'm seeing here. And you have all of the pieces of the puzzle, my lovely. So reading number 1, this is what I see in your reading. I hope that you have enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give this video a thumbs up. That would be amazing. And also please subscribe to the channel so that when I do upload anything onto my channel, it will appear in your feed. And if you also hit the bell icon, then you should also receive a notification of that as well. Just on a final note here, before I finish this reading, if you would like to work on your own self-esteem, I am running a free The Love Yourself Challenge. It's all online, starts next week. And if you would like to join this, it would be wonderful to have you there. It's completely free. And it gives you some ideas that you can work with to begin to enhance your opinion of yourself and your self-esteem. So I'll pop the link for that in the description box as well so that you can enroll. But reading number 1, you need to believe in yourself. You have a gift. It's time now to shine your light. After you've worked with your shadow self, this will be a huge turning point for you. You can be liberated from those stories and you can see beyond the stories of that self-imposed prism. There's a whole beautiful world out there and the divine would like to deliver that for you. So thank you very much for tuning into this reading. I'm sending lots of love your way. Know that you are amazing. And here is to some wonderful Leo full moon blessings coming your way. Take care, my lovelies. Hi, reading number 2. Welcome to your reading. So you have picked the beautiful Amazonite here. Such a beautiful crystal. So this crystal is all about calmness, balance, having faith, speaking your truth, those kinds of energies. That makes sense. So let's just pop this here a second. And the card that you have chosen is Birds of a Feather. Beautiful card. Okay, so let's put this one here. So the idea that I'm getting with this card as well, what's the saying? Birds of a feather flock together. All right. So we're looking at what is preventing or what's blocking you from being your true authentic self. So I'm getting an idea already. Let's have a look at your other cards. We're going to do your tarot cards in a second. We'll have a look at your other oracle cards. I'm just going to pop your tarot here. Definitely feeling as though, before I do, I just want to say, I see there's a group environment here of these beautiful birds. Some stars in here as well. But I'm getting an idea of perhaps of feeling as though you don't belong, or understanding your place in the world. And that's what I feel is potentially an idea of what is holding you back from being your true, authentic self. So is it that feeling that you don't belong, or that you're unsure of where you need to be? And you're just feeling very unsure. But let's have a look. Let's have a look at your goddess. Oh, wow. So you have the beautiful Egyptian goddess of Isis and rebirth. Okay. The idea with Isis as well is obviously rebirth. So something has to fall apart for something to come together. So it's almost like the phoenix rising from the flames here. Oh, have you seen both these cards are number 25? I don't know if that has a significance for you, but those are the numbers that have come up. So both number 25. Is there, so the idea with Isis as well, with this particular one as well, is that we feel as though we can lose fragments of ourselves in our old wounds. So do you feel, so this is coming in, do you feel a little bit lost? Do you feel as though you're unsure of your place in the world and you don't know where you belong? That's coming through very strong. Let's see what else you have. So, oh, new moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. Wow, okay. See what else we have. Oh, wonderful. Leap of faith. This is Archangel Metatron. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. So leap of faith is the same, I should say the same, an interpretation of the Fool in the tarot, traditional tarot. And it's the beginning of something. The new romantic cycle, leap of faith. I'll come back to that idea because I want to also look at what is holding you back. Definitely there's something holding you back from taking that leap of faith. I have an idea of what's coming just from those two cards, but I want to have a look at what is holding you back from being your true, authentic self. So is that because you have lost yourself somewhere in the world and you feel as though you don't belong? You've got those old fragments that you feel has been lost, and you're afraid to take a leap of faith, or you're holding yourself back from having that leap of faith. Let's see what your tarot is saying, my lovelies. Amazing. This is how I was getting this idea. So Knight of Cups and romance. The Hanged Man and stillness. Beautiful cards. Yeah, okay. Got it. Seven of Cups. Yeah. And, oh, I love this one, the Seven of Wands. I absolutely love it. Beautiful energy. The Five of Wands we have here as well. See the colours matching there. Okay. The Three of Pentacles. Okay. Judgment with revelation and awakening. And the Two of Wands with independence and achievement. Let's have a look here. So we're having a look at what is holding you back from being your true, authentic self. So we started with the idea here of maybe that sense of lacking that sense of belonging or your place in the world and feeling a little bit lost. Feeling as though you have lost parts of yourself thanks to old wounds. And this is kind of what I just want to elaborate on a little bit here. So I do see, I have to say, I do see a lot of positivity, and I do want to explore a few things before I get to that. So taking this idea here with regards to the birds of the feather and the rebirth and losing yourself, losing those fragments of yourself, being unsure of your place in the world, unsure of you and who you are. Maybe that's been happening. So you feel as though you have been stuck. You feel as though nothing's really been happening. You've just been stuck in the same old kind of Groundhog Day, and nothing's moving forward. You still feel the same way you do, and you wake up every day feeling that same way. There's choices that you can make, but those choices can actually feel quite overwhelming. And we can really begin to overthink things when we've got these here. And it's also, you see here, it's snakes and ladders. It's life, isn't it? Snakes and ladders. We can go up and then we can end up going back down again. Up, down, up, down. I definitely feel as though you do have some sort of decision to make. I must be honest. I'll say that with the Seven of Cups here and the Two of Wands here as well. There's definitely a decision, definitely something here, but I don't feel as though you need to tend to something first before you can make that decision. So I think what is holding you back from what I see here in these cards is that there's definitely the idea of losing parts of yourself, unsure of your place in the world, feeling overwhelmed with decisions and choices. It's too much. And feeling as though you don't really belong, or the idea that you don't really belong. And because of that, you feel as though things aren't moving forward, you feel stuck, you feel as though you've been chained here. You've been chained and you're unable to move. But what I would like to say to you, I can't ignore it anymore, is there is so much positivity here. So I do see a revelation coming in here, an awakening with Judgment card here. I do see that that is going to happen for you. Some sort of revelation is going to come to light for you. And you actually are protected. Look at this beautiful Seven of Wands. It is stunning here. You are protected. Maybe you feel as though this is other people here, sort of like prodding and trying to burst your bubble. Maybe there's others trying to burst your bubble here, but you are protected. I want you to know that you are protected. You are being guided. And as you can see here, I think once you have that revelation, something is going to suddenly click for you. And once you've had that awakening, it's going to help you to believe in yourself. I think with the fragmentation and everything else, I do see an awakening, a rebirth. We've got those very clear here in your reading. And I feel once that you've had that, you are then able to make sense of things a little bit more. You're able to make those choices, and then you are able to take a leap of faith. Now, for some of you, this is a romantic reading, and maybe that leap of faith is to do with a new relationship, maybe somebody new that has entered your life. If somebody new is entering your life with the Knight of Cups here, he is a very romantic guy. He wears his heart on his sleeve. It's very gentle, very loving energy. And here, obviously, with the new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. And Libra there is all about balance. Number 2, the duality. I feel balanced. I think we've got 2s here. We've got the 2 and the 5s here as well. So I do feel as though things can come back into balance. Look how balanced she is here on this card. So I feel as though what's blocking you from being your true authentic self is that feeling of not belonging, the feeling as though you've lost yourself in old wounds that you've experienced. You're unsure of your place in the world. Maybe it was even something that happened in your romantic life beforehand that has you feeling that way. If it did happen in a relationship, a love relationship previously, then the new romantic cycle begins. Could be that you let that go to allow a leap of faith then to a new romantic cycle. If you see here that the Hanged Man, he's actually got a leg free here. We don't know what's happening with his arms, but he's actually, I say he because of the energy, really. You can see that there's actually a leg that is free. So you have options available to you that maybe you're so overwhelmed by that you're unable to see. And once you are able to deal with this here, what I can see happening, so some of you, like I say, some of you, this is a relationship reading. So on the relationship side, there could have been something from the past. You didn't feel as though you belonged together. And as a result of that, the relationship ended and you were unsure of your place in the world. You didn't know where you fitted into things anymore. So that then could feel quite overwhelming. You had various choices available to you. You started overthinking things, couldn't make a decision. So you felt as though you were stuck. And you felt as though actually you've got all of those options there, but are they viable? Are they really any options that's there? And I think what's going to happen is some sort of awakening is coming in here. So that's what's preventing you from being your true authentic self. So for some of you, that is a relationship that went wrong. You've been wounded by that and you felt as though you lost yourself in some of those old wounds. It's kept you stuck, and you have been stuck in the cycle that you're unable to break free of or break free from, particularly in relationships. Maybe you have these ideas that it's not going to happen for you. You're not going to meet the right person. Maybe you've closed yourself off a little bit more so that you don't get hurt again. But what I can see here for you is that you will have some sort of awakening, and that is going to allow you to let this all go so that you can then be your true authentic self. And what that's going to allow you to do is to start to believe in yourself and to listen to your heart. The leap of faith or the Fool card, it's the beginning of a new journey, and I definitely am getting the sense here with the leap of faith, with the new moon in Libra, and also with the Knight of Cups, that there is something new that is coming for you, is coming to you. The leap of faith is right at the beginning of the tarot journey. This Fool or the leap of faith is right at the early stages, the very beginning of the journey ahead, and you have butterflies around here indicating there's beautiful transformation that is happening, which aligns with the awakening and the rebirth. And as you can see here with the bag, you have everything that you need in here for your journey ahead. And you do have a loyal friend beside of you, whether that is in the physical world or whether it's in the spiritual world, that somebody is guiding you. And I do feel as though you are protected. You are going to have this awakening, which is going to allow you to let go of those old wounds that are holding you back from being your true authentic self. That's going to allow you to believe in yourself. And then with the Five of Wands here, you can see, and with the Three of Pentacles, teamwork. Teamwork coming in here. Look at all of this beautiful energy here, pushing you forwards, coming right under Isis as well. A surge, an elevation, a revelation, an awakening, an elevation here. See here, elevation, she's up. here, he's up. You know, there's elevation here. You're definitely rising up. And also with the Three of Pentacles, that's also about collaboration and teamwork. And also a note on that is that our differences can actually be what makes things work. With having different skills and different abilities and different qualities, that is able to help a team come together. So I do feel as though those old wounds, those fragments that you feel were lost, for some of you that will be in a romantic relationship. For others it won't be. It could have been in a friendship. It could have been in a community there. So it could have been a group of friends or a group of people that you know, maybe people at work, where you feel as though you didn't belong at that time, and you feel as though you were hurt and you lost yourself along the way, whether that's romantic or any other situation. You definitely feel as though you lost yourself along the way. But what I would like to say is that this is a time here where you will be able to release that. You've been stuck and you will be able to release that. You are very protected. You are being elevated. We can see this with the rebirth here as well. You are having an awakening. You are going to take a leap of faith. There's definitely, for some of you, a new kind of relationship on the horizon, whether that's romantic, whether that is a friendship. You can see that here with a new romantic cycle begins. Leap of faith here, and the Knight of Cups, who is a very romantic guy. And also knights also are about elevation. So here we go again, that elevation. I'm really drawn to that word. And there's going to be people that are going to come together. Whether that is you're going to be in a new community where you do feel as though your differences are valued and you are able to bring something to the group, and you are able to participate and feel valued and loved. And also for some of you, that will be the same in a relationship. So you will feel as though you have certain things that you can give in the relationship that really add value to that, that's going to enhance your partner's life as well as your own life. And you have this surge of energy here, people coming together to help you to move forward. Reading number 2, that is what I see in your reading, with what is holding you back and a sneaky peek of what is to come for you. And I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, my lovelies. Give me a thumbs up if you have. That would be wonderful. Please also subscribe to my channel so that when I do upload readings, they will come up in your feed on YouTube. And also if you click the bell icon, whenever I do upload anything, whether that's a yoga video, whether that's tarot readings, then you will be notified. If you feel as though you would like to have more belief in yourself and have a stronger opinion of yourself, I am running a free 5-day online challenge next week. I'll pop the link to that in the description box below, and feel free to come and join us. It's just going to be a 10-minute video that I'm going to upload each day with a reflection and an action that you can take for that day. And the idea is that you will experience a shift when it comes to how you feel about yourself after the 5 days. So if you're interested in that, it's the Love Yourself Challenge, 5 days to more self-esteem. And that link will be in the description box for you. Until then, my lovelies, reading number 2, thank you very much for allowing me to do this for you. And I hope that you can keep me updated with any developments, particularly of your love life. See the 2s here as well. I do feel twos coming together here as well, 2. So please keep me updated. Because that would be absolutely amazing. And please keep me updated on healing those old wounds as well, so that you can welcome all this beautiful newness and this new chapter that is coming your way. That would be absolutely amazing. I'm sending you lots of love, reading number 2, and lots of Leo full moon blessings coming your way. Take care, my lovelies. Hi, reading number 3. Welcome to your reading. So you have chosen this beautiful crystal of Opalite. It's such a gorgeous crystal, this one. This is the Stone of Calm. So it has a very, very calming influence on us, and also helps to release hidden feelings so that it can support our progress when it comes to personal matters and also business matters. So it's a very good card for crystal for revealing those things, and actually goes very well with this one. So this card, Exposed and Revealed, number 21. So let me just pop this card here. So that can feel scary in itself. If you feel exposed and revealed, that vulnerability, that can actually feel very frightening, very scary, but also very positive at the same time. Because fear works on secrecy and keeping things behind closed doors. So it's no longer to operate if everything is out in the open, if everything's exposed and revealed. With this card, I believe it does also translate to feeling an imposter syndrome, and also feeling shame. It's a big card for feeling shame. And again, shame works on secrecy. So if you talk about it, if you express it, then it's not able to have that hold over you. So we'll have a look at your other cards, but straight away, with that card being here, there could be that which is blocking you from being your true, authentic self. But we'll have a look at the rest of the cards to put it all together. Just popping your tarot cards to one side. We're going to start with your oracle cards. Let's have a look at your goddess. Rhea here, Flow, card number 44. We can get in our own way sometimes, can't we, so that we don't flow, so things don't flow. We can get in our own way. We try and control situations, and when we try to control situations, things are unable to flow. Maybe that's here as well. And I am having the strong feeling here of the feeling you need to let go of control, and that you're trying to potentially, there's an idea here with Flow and Exposed and Revealed here, potentially and trying to control situations, so that, and by that way you feel as though there's going to be a flow, but actually it does the exact opposite, because we are unable to control everything. We should only focus on what we can control and leave the rest up for the universe and for outside circumstances. So maybe as well there's some trust here as well, with regards to trusting that things will work out. It's very similar to reading number 1. Well, we see the rest of your cards in case you do need to check that reading as well. But from here, from these two, I'm getting the strong feeling here that what's holding you back from being your true self is trying to keep everything controlled, maybe keeping everything hidden so that it's not exposed and revealed, maybe keeping everything behind closed doors, and because of that, things are not able to flow. When we communicate, when we speak freely, when we face things, things are no longer able to have a hold over us. So the eye there. I feel that's very significant here. People need to see. I feel as I need to say that people need to see. Let's have a look at the rest of your cards, my lovelies, and I can put it all together for you. Excellent. So, full moon eclipse. What a powerful card, my lovelies. Conclusions are within reach. So, a full moon eclipse is a full moon literally on steroids. So, it makes the energies much more transformative. It's really asking us to release those things that no longer serve us. It can bring a sense of destiny to it, so that if we're down a path that we should have dealt with things a little while ago and we haven't, then this will make things happen so that we are then able to bring things into conclusion, a climax, bring things to an ending, bring a situation to an end, the way that we're feeling to an end, so that we can then move our lives forward. This is definitely starting to make sense. You have the Six of Raphael, my lovelies. Embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. So this relates to the Six of Cups in traditional tarot. Speaking of which, let's have a look at your tarot cards and see if we can put all of this together. So the Page of Swords and education. So the Page of Swords. Swords is very much the thoughts that we have, and communication, which ties in with these here. This definitely feels, this reading, I must say, especially with the full moon eclipse here, this definitely feels as though this is some destiny here. And also with Opalite here, bringing, releasing hidden feelings here, so that it supports your growth. I do feel as though there is some big shift that is happening for you, reading number 3. A big shift. You're going to relinquish that control that is holding you back. You're going to release that shame that is holding you back, and any other negative feelings that are holding you back. And that's going to allow you to understand your thought process a little bit more. That's going to allow you to have that knowledge there a little bit more with the stories maybe as well. Maybe you do want to read, go to reading number 1. We were talking a lot about the stories we tell ourselves there. So maybe this will help on that side as well. I definitely feel as though you need to relinquish control and just control the things that you can control. Look at yourself and the situation, and any outside influences that's on the outside, just the things that you are able to control. Beautiful. Queen of Wands and charisma. Ooh, 4 of Wands. Some sort of celebration coming, my lovelies. 3 of Pentacles. And some sort of teamwork coming. People are coming together for you. I think people are going to celebrate you. Queen of Wands is a beautiful card to have. It's, oh, should I sneaky peek at that as well? Okay. She is such a beautiful lady. She is full of that charisma, that beautiful energy where everybody wants to be around her. Everybody wants to be in her company. And I say her because it's the energy of the card. So my phone just went off then, so I just turned it off. Okay, so you also have the 5 of Pentacles. I understand something here which I will talk to you about in a second. You have the Knight of Swords. So again, we've got the Page of Swords and you have the Knight of Swords. So this is definitely a thought process here, communication here, something that is going to open up for you here. Look at how she's riding that wave there. Let's have a look what else. Oh, we've got the Spirit of Swords as well, which equates to the Knight of Swords in traditional tarot, with eagerness and tenacity. And to end your reading, yeah, definitely you're having a breakthrough. The Ace of Swords here, breakthrough and mental focus. Aces always equate to kind of like new beginnings, a fresh start. Right, okay, this is beginning to make sense for me, my lovelies. So let's continue from where we started. So this card here normally equates to some sort of imposter syndrome that we have, affecting our confidence, and affecting obviously from that then how we behave. it also relates to shame. Now, shame thrives, like fear, in darkness, in secrecy. That's how it really takes over you. And once it's exposed and revealed, it no longer has that power over you. And also, I'm getting a sense of a trying to control things, trying to control everything. Maybe also a bit of perfectionism in there as well. And that is what I see is holding you back from being your true, authentic self, my lovelies, is these negative feelings here. Negative feelings, something has happened where you feel as though if you can control everything of the situation, then things won't happen again. We've got exposed and revealed here with a big I here as well. So something is going to be seen. Maybe you are going to be seen for the first, yes, you are going to be seen for the first time. But what you need to do is, because how you've been feeling with regards to those negative emotions, with regards to the shame, with regards to trying to control the situation, with imposter syndrome, with all of those negative feelings that you've been feeling. And as you can see from here, the Five of Pentacles, you can see the character here with their head on their knees, and they don't exactly look really happy, do they? They kind of really look quite sad. And actually the Five of Pentacles is normally about that, where we feel as though we are alone and we've got nobody to help us. And reading number 3, I would like to confirm that you are not alone. So with the Five of Pentacles here, we have the Mermaid coming out of the water here with all of the 5 Pentacles. She's got the solution, but because this character's head is in his hands, and he's focusing on the problem. So he's focusing on the shame, the imposter syndrome, the need to try and control everything there. He is unable to see that there's a solution here right in front of him, literally there, lit up right in front of him. And with the full moon eclipse here, I really feel as though that is going to come to light. Things are going to come to a head for you, my lovelies, but they're going to come to a head for you in a very, very positive way. So with the Ace of Swords here, this is a breakthrough. This is a huge breakthrough moment for you, where you are going to then be able to finally put these things to rest. They are going to, they are already preventing you from being your true, authentic self. But you, my lovelies, are going to, there's a lot of swords in your reading here. Swords really are that mindset, the thoughts, the communication, and the intellect here as well with education. So I feel as though you're being blocked in a manner of things here, and it comes down to your mind here. It comes down to the thoughts that you're having, which create the feelings that you have, which ultimately then creates the behaviour that you display. And what I'm seeing in your reading here, my lovelies, is you are having a breakthrough when it comes to that. You may potentially have this breakthrough, which is then going to connect you back to your true authentic self, where you are full of charisma, where you are celebrated, where you collaborate with others, where a team is going to come together and support you. They are going to bring solutions to you, to show you the various options that are available for you. You've got the Knight of Swords here. The Knight of Swords is, or the Knights in a tarot, is that elevation, something new that's coming in. So we do have a new beginning here, a breakthrough, but we've also got a new chapter starting as well. This is amazing. We've got it twice here, eagerness, tenacity, and you can see here there's a path that's being walked. I don't know if you can see that in the Spirit of Swords card here. So you are walking that path, my lovelies. You are walking towards what you would like, because you are going to have a breakthrough here. That breakthrough is going to release those things that are holding you back from being your true, authentic self. This has an element of destiny to it, because we've got the full moon eclipse here. This is such a destined event. This is going to be like a huge wave that you are riding. You are riding this amazing, huge wave that is going to then land into your new destined destination. a place where you are going to be able to be able to express your charisma. You're going to be able to communicate these things. You're going to have people around you that are celebrating. Like the Four of Wands card is a card of celebration. It's a card of fun. It's about embracing your inner child. Maybe you will meet some new people, or maybe you will rekindle some friendships. I'm coming from here more than anything else because of the Four of Wands as well. More than anything else, maybe these friends here are going to celebrate the fact that you are releasing all of this. You are exposing things here, things that you are going to reveal, that relinquishing that control and just letting things be, just controlling what you need to control. That's exhausting. When you try to control everything, you actually control nothing. You just get wrapped up in this world of worry and doubt and fear and shame and secrecy, and things are not able to flow, and that's preventing you from being your true authentic self. Reading number 3. But I do see in your reading here that you are just about to have a massive breakthrough. With the Ace of Swords, we can see that with the Page of Swords, and it's going to be something that is going to give you some more knowledge and some more education as it is here as well. We've got the Page of Swords here as well, which is that up level. Because of that knowledge, you are going to up level. You will never be bound by these negative emotions previously, because they have a very, very valuable lesson that you are going to learn through this breakthrough, my lovelies. This is going to allow you to be your true charismatic self, full of love, full of energy that people just want to be around and to celebrate, and people want to help and come together to help you shine your beautiful light, my lovelies. This is such a beautiful reading. It's going to feel so joyous for you. It's going to feel like the joy that you feel when you are a child, okay? And I know you want it because we've got eagerness here, and you are just right on the cusp of this, my lovelies. You really are. And you are going to be seen. You are going to be seen, my lovelies. Reading number 3, thank you for allowing me to do this for you. Things are going to flow in your life once you release this need of control, this shame and imposter syndrome, or imposter syndrome. One of those. That's not going to relate to everybody, but for some of you it's imposter syndrome, for some of you it's shame, for some of you it's that need to control. Maybe there's elements of all of that for some of you too. But you are right here. There's a solution right here for you. You have that support, you have that guidance, you have people that will come together once you release it. You are going to expose this so that you can come back home to being your true, charismatic, beautiful self. You're going to learn some massive lessons from this, my lovelies, through your breakthrough that you are going to be able to take on your path forward, as you can see here from the Spirit of Swords. You're going to take those lessons, carry them forward. It will never happen that way again, because you have learnt your lessons, my lovelies. You are going to feel, once you release all of this, you're going to feel so light and so joyous, like a child feels when they're so excited about things, and with that eagerness as well. So people are going to come together for you, my lovely. You may have some new friendships, or some rekindled friendships, or even rekindled relationships as well, because you are releasing these things from your life, and your life is then going to flow. This is definitely some theme of destiny here with the full moon eclipse coming here, which is a destined event is happening here to bring this together. This is going to happen for you so that you are able to heal and then move your life forward. Reading number 3, thank you very much for allowing me to do this reading for you. It's a very, very beautiful reading. You might want to look at reading number 1. There might be some lessons in there for you as well if you are drawn to that pile. But for the meantime, I hope that you embrace this beautiful Leo full moon and have that courage to finally face up to these things so that you can finally be seen for your beautiful, charismatic self and bring people together. Thank you very much, reading number 3. I'm sending lots of love your way and lots of full moon blessings. Take care.